Hello and welcome to this particular session. We are going to be looking at the else statement in C programming. Specifically, we are going to be looking at the definition, the syntax, and an example that helps us to understand this type of a decision-making statement better. Assuming you had such a grade criteria that ensures that any student who gets above 80 in the average gets an A, every student who gets a 70 gets a B, 70 and above gets a B, a student who has 60 gets a C, and any student who gets below 60 gets a D. To implement these, the if statement alone is not enough because it's going to rule out all the other conditions. The if else is not enough because it only works when you're only having two conditions. So the if else statement is used when you're dealing with multiple conditions which are beyond two. In a similar case like this one, where we are having four conditions. You can either have your marks being 80 upwards, 70 to 79, 60 to 69, or below 60. So in this given case, we might need around 4 if conditions to be in a position to implement that kind of an example. So what's the syntax? It normally begins with the if condition. This is used to test for the first condition. We have the opening curly bracket and the closing curly bracket. If this condition fails to be true, then we shift and test that particular value against the second condition. Again, if the condition becomes false, we shift to the next condition and test that value against the condition that we have put. We continue all that given case. Now, in the event that none of the condition yields to be true, then the statement in the else section is the one that is normally executed. So the number of the else ifs, which you can see here, the else if, is going to be determined by the number of conditions that we are testing. Let's take an example here. It's a program that's supposed to help us display the age group name on the basis of the age range. So by this we mean that if a user falls within the range of 0 to 2 years, we qualify that person to be under babies. If someone qualifies to be between 3 and 16 years, will be children. 17 to 30, young adults. 31 to 45, middle-aged adults. Above 45, going to be old adults. So to implement such kind of a program, the if statement cannot work. The if else statement cannot work. The only thing that can help us is the if else statement. So the first one will be taken care of by the if. The second one will be taken, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one will be taken care of by the else if. So you have the if age, then else if for the children, else if for the young adults, else if for the middle age, else if for the old adults. Now the else part would be used when you insert an invalid age. Maybe you might decide to insert a negative number. That in that particular case, then it's going to be treated as an invalid age. So let's look at an example in respect to what I've just shared in the previous slide. We are going to prompt a user to enter the age, and they are going to enter the age. So you remember when we were talking of the logical AND. So we are first of all going to test if the age is above or equal to 0 and it's less or equal to 2. So if that age is entered, then we are going to qualify the person to be your babies. So let's look at an example of an age like 46, which has been entered, and let's see how is it executed. So someone is going to enter the age 46. So the program begins here. It's going to test is 46 greater than 0? It's correct. However, is 46 less than? No. So that condition is not true. So it skips that, goes to the next set. Again, checks with the next set of a condition. Else if is 46 greater than 3? Correct. However, is it less than 16? No. So again skips, doesn't execute this, goes away all the way to this particular part. Again inquires, is 46 greater than 17? Correct. Is it less than 30? Nope. So again it skips this, goes to the next condition, checks. Is 46 greater than 31? Correct. Is 46 less than 45? Nope. So again it skips this, goes all the way to this particular point and asks, is 46 greater than 45? Yes. And then it's going to print this. You are odd adults. An example to you. What if I entered -5? What would be the output? Try the following program that prompts a user to enter the voltage from the keyboard, and the program should display the name of the color code. So let's assume that maybe from the keyboard a user entered a voltage like 40. So it's going to say color code full colon white. If a user, for instance, put 210, it's going to display color code full colon blue. So try that out. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next session.